I feel like we just had a chip on our shoulder just throughout the whole year. And I feel like it all started in the summer when we was playing open gym. Everybody was actually going hard and competing at a high level.
Open gym thing, it definitely started from that. Players came in with a chip on their shoulder just from last year with everything that went on in the season that we was coming off of. And everybody just coming in having different roles. And then for the preseason pick ninth, we looked at it as like it was a sign of disrespect, honestly, just because I felt as though like the league looked at us like we was a young team, wasn't going to be mature enough to go far. So we just played with a chip on our shoulder. And every time we came into practice, it was more so like a level of intensity out there. So it was just like coach was in it, teammates was in it, and every day it was a level of competition to compete. Honestly, everybody was going at each other. So just like that type of bond builds a tighter bond on the court when you play against other people, because now you can trust your teammates now because you already been through war with them in practice, so you know what to expect out of them. So now coming out and just playing against other people, like all right, we going to war against other people, and I like our chances against them.
The second half for us, if we just come out and we actually just keep the lead ahead and like we just don't mess around like the first 5 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes of the second half until the first media, then I feel like we're going to be in good shape just because these last two games they came out and jumped on us and they cut the lead down easily, pretty quickly. So I feel like we do that, we'll be in good shape.
I would say definitely that first game definitely showed like just basically it told us like you never want to get complacent or even comfortable with a good team like St. Bonnie. So definitely just want to come out and keep our foot on the pedal. Of course, come out if we got the league at halftime. Come out at halftime. That got to be a big emphasize. Like we got to come out and keep our foot on the gas. Definitely. So it was definitely a big learning point for us because going from there, as you said, we won 6 straight. It was just we knew like we couldn't mess around no more. We had to like we can't let up in first half or second half. We just got to keep going full throttle. Uh, it would mean a lot to me, honestly. I know my grandma and my baby brother be very proud to see that moment for sure. And definitely just I don't know. It would definitely be big for me because as I said, I never won a championship game before. I've been in many championship games. I just never could win them for some reason. But definitely, I feel good going into Sunday about this championship game. So definitely, hopefully, cut the nets down.
It'd be great in my eyes just because, like Bones said, I never won. I never won like something big as big as this one, and I finally I could have a ring underneath my hands. Nobody can really take that from me. I could be a champion, and I can walk around with that and be powerful. Cause like we have young guys, but we all step up to the occasion every time we play, and everybody shows it. Everybody comes out and do their part for sure.
Well, I think the biggest thing is how bad they wanted to be here, Wes, right? Probably number one, they really wanted to be here and they really wanted to play. So they knew they had to have personal and team responsibility to figure all this out. So, I really appreciate that part of it. And it's very hard for an 18 to 22-year-old to sort of be, just here, nothing else going on, and just, following so much protocols and rules and guidelines. So really proud of that approach they've had, like so many other teams throughout the country. Probably the other thing is that they wanted to keep competing, and it allowed us to keep getting better. So I thought we just kept, even with these young guys, we just kept improving throughout the whole year because they wanted to play. Because they wanted to play and they were locked into that, we kept getting better throughout the year. We got to rebound. I mean, we got to find ways to get extra shots. We got to find ways to limit them, but we got to rebound, and I thought that really helped us when we play them here. I mean, it's helped us in all our wins this year. That's a huge deal for us. We got to rebound. I just thought we kept our composure the second game compared to the first game. Of course, that's quite obvious, but as we moved along in the year, I think we just got better late game. We got to continue to that. If it's a close game and we have the lead, no time and score. If we don't have the lead, don't panic. Just keep playing the right way. So I just think, watching both of those games again, this week and preparing for St. Bonaventure's, we still got to be us with having great respect for them because they're going to do what they do, what got them where they're at. But we got to make sure that, we play with, great poise and great toughness. Well, I've always been this way. It's the way I was raised around basketball. If the ultimate team sacrifice and that you're all about winning is that you give up your body for your team and for your teammates. And Vince does that at a high level. He takes charges. He throws his body around, especially in there, sometimes being undersized, big man. He's done that since, it's one reason he did it. He did that stuff in high school. He played for an old school coach. So he might have not taken charges as much as blocking shots, but he was a very physical player. He just knows how to make winning plays and the right play. And if the right play is to take a charge on Jordy from Dayton to help his team win, he's going to do it. And we all saw that. And, that's a warrior. It really is. And we talk about that all the time. If you can give up your body for the good of the team, you're going to get closer to victory. And, we make a big deal about that. And Vince has taken off with that for sure. He leads the way in that, without a doubt. I think some late game execution, some time and score, discipline. I think as we've gone down the stretch here, we've gotten a little bit better with that, which I think is very important this time of the year where, we still want to do what we do in style of play, but with a lead or without a lead or a tied game, down the stretch, that 6-minute game, as we like to talk about, even though we have a young team, we still want to be us, but we want to make sure we're very disciplined and doing it the right way to win the game. And I think we've improved probably in that area much more than some other areas late here in the year. I'm just really proud of our guys. When you set out for a season, there's expectations and people tell you what the expectations are, and then you have your own. And it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about it. And I told our guys that if you guys stick together and we keep working, playing, practicing really hard, good things could happen for you right now this season. And they stuck to it. And I don't know if I've ever been more proud of a team's approach, development, and how they moved forward throughout the year with all this craziness. But it's been fun coaching them. And, I just think we just kept improving and we've been about the right stuff. And the guys allowed themselves to, put themselves in a good position here. And they won 2 games in the tournament against 2 very good, well-coached teams. And that's what you got to do at this time of the year. And now we have an opportunity to win a championship. And, it's 40 minutes of trying to play the way we play.